I'll be loving you always with a love that's true always. When the things you've planned need a helping hand, I will understand always, always. Days may not be fair, always. That's when I'll be there, always. Not for just an hour, not for just a day, not for just a year, but always. The things you've planned need a helping hand, I will understand always, always. Days may not be fair, always. That's when I'll be there, not for just an hour, not for just a day, not for just a year, but always.
People all say that I've had a bad break. But today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Hey, sister, you a baseball writer, too?
Sure, you want to make something of it?
Do they let you in the Yankee dressing room?
No, and I don't let the Yankees in mine either.
It's the fabulous story of a fabulous guy. His boyhood adventures as a kid from the wrong side of the tracks.
These might come in handy. I'll take this. It's a long walk to St. Mary's. By the way, George, you better take that cigarette out of your pocket.
Yes, it's the Babe's own story. His hits and his errors. His triumphs that made him the king of New York. His escapades, lusty and hilarious. His times, America's gayest era.
Each night and day I pray the Lord up above, please send me down somebody to love.
Special delivery, Miss Claire.
Oh, thanks.
The drama of a great-hearted guy who lived life to the full and loved kids most of all.
Hiya, fella.
Hiya, babe. You autograph this for me and my dog?
Why, sure.
The Babe, who always played the game on the level.
String along with us, you can retire from baseball with a bundle of easy money. If you don't hit, babe, the Yanks can't win.
Johnny, you listen to that World Series game in Chicago over the radio this afternoon. Will you do that for me? And I'll sock a home run into the center field bleachers for you.
Strike two! Strike two!
Babe! Don't forget Johnny!
It happens every spring, the world is young again, with children on an ups-and-daisy swing. The carousel with horses freshly painted, the oom-papa that says let's get acquainted.
Well, hello. Remember me? I was the lucky stiff married to Linda Darnell and a letter to 3 wives. You just caught me thinking about the time I was a radio announcer, covering sports mostly. There was a guy in those days with the most amazing, the nuttiest story I ever heard. He was a screwball named Voynin, and he invented a baseball nobody could hit.
Astonishing.
Screwball that he was, he certainly could pick dames. Dames with curves nobody could miss.
Isn't he wonderful?
And then into this sweet and wonderful romance came one of the most cultured, refined gentlemen I know. Me. Now this Voynin takes the ball nobody can hit and parlays it into the most hilarious dipsy-doodle adventures that ever amazed the nation.
This happens every spring.
This Kelly of Vernon is quite a character, but he can pick dames. You know, young lady, I could fall in love with you myself very easy.
I'm serious, Debbie. That's why I can't say anything. Because if a man is really serious, he doesn't have the right to say anything until he can be serious.
Vernon, what are you talking about?
It happens every spring and rolls up his sleeves to clean the attic. Your 16-year-old sister goes dramatic. Yes, it happens.
It happens.
It always happens. It happens every spring.
You were brought here to play with the Brooklyn organization. Montreal, to start with. You've got guts enough to play the game no matter what happens. They'll shout insults at you. They'll come into your spikes first. They'll throw at your head.
They've been thrown at my head for a long time, Mr. Rickey.
Suppose I'm a player in the heat of an important game. Suppose I collide with you at second base, and when I get up, I say, you dirty black so-and-so. What do you do?
Mr. Rickey, do you want a ball player who's afraid to fight back?
I want a ball player with guts enough not to fight back.
What are you going to do if the pitcher throws a dust at your head? Same as you'd do. Duck.
We're tackling something big here, Jackie. If we fail, no one will try again for 20 years. But if we succeed...
If we succeed, Brooklyn will win a pennant.
Yes, that too. But we're dealing with rights here. the right of any American to play baseball, the American game.
Hey there, big boy. What you all doing on a white man's field?
You better get your carcass out of there before you get rode out.
No matter what happens on the ball field, you can't fight back. That's going to be the hard part. You can't fight back.
Hey, Jackie! Give me a shine!
I want to win pennants, and we need ball players.
The only trouble I'm worried about, ground balls to my right. You think you're good enough to make the Dodgers? Don't know if I can make Montreal. Better concentrate on that first.
Chance for what?
Oh, I can be the first Negro to ever play an organized baseball, Mom, if I'm good enough. If I can make the grade, only I'll be taking a big chance.
Mac, they want Jackie to play baseball for Brooklyn.
Douglas is a rough, tough bachelor who shouts are cut down to whispers when he meets lovely Janet Lee. But it's lovable Donna Cochran who tells Paul how to win ball games and influence Janet.
Me? You've been praying for me?
The whole team.
Well, how long have you been praying?
Ever since she hit the slump.
Oh, you must have been praying pretty hard, huh?
Oh, yes. Every night, every morning, and sometimes during arithmetic.
Paul's course in Shakespeare agrees with him during mealtime. But just listen to what happens to him on the ball field.
I fie upon you and a pox upon you too. Thou art blind, thou black-livered bat.
Say, Hamlet, blow.
But that isn't everything. Unlike other men who believe in good luck charms, this one figures the sky's the limit. He believes in angels.
Sure.
You speak to angels?
Certainly.
Can we quote you on that?
Why not? An angel sits in back of me in a dugout every day.
Here is what June Allison has to say about angels in the outfield.
This is a private studio screening room. But just for today, let's break the rule and peek in on a very attractive star, Miss Joanne Drew.
Hello, folks. Now, we'll have to keep this confidential. But I want you to meet a great guy. He was stubborn, he was cocky, he was an exhibitionist, but he was wonderful. Because anything he said he could do, he did. And better than anyone else, from making love to making history. I ought to know because I couldn't say no to him. Just see for yourself.
Will you marry me?
Tonight?
Tonight.
No.
Tomorrow morning?
No.
Tomorrow afternoon? Tomorrow afternoon?
I never make dates that far ahead.
Look, Pat, I aim to be polite and friendly because I love you. But I'm going to get me an answer.
Jerome Herman Dean.
I wish I could make you understand, mister. As much a better pitcher as I am than Paul, that's how much a better pitcher he is than me. Look, lady, a fella can't turn around in this town without seeing signs saying, Houston welcomes you. Anything Houston can do to make you happy, and there ain't no such thing as a stranger in Houston. You gonna make a sucker out of Houston?
I haven't said...
And you ain't gonna get no chance to him either. I'll be there at 7. Now, there's one thing nobody can say about me, Frankie, is that I'm boastful. And so I got a right to remind you that I'm a sure thing right now to win 30 games, just like I said before the season started. Now, what do you know? Georgie swang and slapped the breeze. Chances are now they'll give him something not too good. Unless they figure that's what he's figuring. But then he might figure that they're figuring that's what he's figuring.
Take a good cut of that, Joe. Let's drive this busher dizzy. He's dizzy, that's what he is, dizzy.
We're just gonna have to show him who's dizzy. Dizzy.
Well, I guess I might as well face it. I'm married to a Huckleberry Finn, and all his playmates are Huckleberry Finns, too.
There is no limit to what some men will do for money, especially a man like Morris Buttermaker.
No, I really appreciate this. It's just a damn shame that none of the fathers had the time for it. God knows if I wasn't so busy down in City Hall.
You got my check, Whitewood?
Even if it meant coaching an unlikely group called the Bad News Bears. It was a team of superstars like Mike Engelberg, Rudy Stein, Reggie Tower, Ahmad Abdul Rahim, the incomparable Ogilvy, Timmy Lupus, Kelly Leak, the Aguilar brothers. With a team like this, there is only one way you can go.
Cups and supporters. Gotta be worn at all times.
No fair.
Comfortable. Well, either you wear them, give that one. Either you wear them or you don't play.
Walter Matthau is Morris Buttermaker, a man so desperate to make a buck that he did the unforgivable. He put a girl on the team.
Boys, I'd like you to meet your new pitcher, Amanda Wurlitzer.
Jews, fix niggers, and now a girl? Rabbit that, punk.
Tatum O'Neill is Amanda, but Amanda is no ordinary girl. And with her help, the Bad News Bears went from totally terrible to just plain bad.
I want you to do this league a favor. You and the Bears just drop out.
Amanda knew what the Bad News Bears needed. She also knew how to get it.
If I win, you play baseball for the Bears.
And if I win?
Name it.
What if he tries something,
I know an 11-year-old girl who's already on the pill.
Don't ever say that word again.
Oh, well, if it is, it ain't gonna puke. How'd you like me to stick this bat where the sun never shines, Turner? Sit on it.
But a little success is a strange thing. Once you taste it, you want more. And from just plain bad, the Bad News Bears climbed up the ladder to become the team that played baseball like it has never been played before. Academy Award winner Walter Matthau is the coach. Academy Award winner Tatum O'Neill is his secret weapon. Together, they turned the Bad News Bears into a team of superstars you will never forget. The Bad News Bears, the incredible story of how a disaster combined with a catastrophe and somehow became the greatest champs who ever played ball.
Someday when people look at me, they'll say, there goes Roy Hobbs, the best there ever was.
TriStar Pictures presents Robert Redford in The Natural, the story of a father and a son.
You got a gift, Roy, but it's not enough.
Of love
He means the world to me.
and desire.
I'm not waiting for true love to come along, Roy.
A champion.
A Roy Hobbs comes along once, maybe twice in everybody's lifetime.
And his destiny.
With or without the records, they'll remember you.
Best there is now, and best there ever will be.
I wouldn't bet against me.
I already have.
Robert Redford, Robert Duvall, Glenn Close, Kim Basinger, Wilford Brimley, Barbara Hershey, Robert Prosky, and Richard Farnsworth as Red. The Natural.
Harry Doyle here, welcoming all of you to another season of Indians baseball.
Here's a list of players we'll be inviting to camp.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
We'd love for you to come to spring training for a shot at this year's club.
By the way, you were with me last night. Who's this chick on top of me?
We'd still like to take a look at you at our spring camp.
Not sure I can make it by then.
Who is that?
Serrano.
What's his religion?
Voodoo.
Hey! Willie Mays Hayes here. Play like Mays, and I run like Hayes. How you doing? What the hell league you been playing in?
California Penal.
Don't you have any proven major league talent?
Now, I want to put together a team that'll help us relocate to Miami.
You want us to lose?
We've been losing. What I want is for us to finish dead last.
This year, the Cleveland Indians have a multi-talented team.
The first offering, just a bit outside.
They're masters of the sacrifice.
He's looking to sacrifice a live chicken.
One whole chicken, just like you said.
The double play.
Excuse me.
I have a much better body than she does.
Thank you for me, she really does.
And the pickoff.
Every time we win, we peel a section.
Tom Berenger.
Zipper on your skirt stuck.
Use your imagination.
Charlie Sheen.
These things make me look ridiculous.
Seeing's the most important thing, son. I don't think it's that important.
Corbin Burnson. And Bob Uecker.
Haywood swings and crushes one towards South America.
Major League.
That ball wouldn't have been out of a lot of parks.
Name one.
Yellowstone.
I think it means that if I build a baseball field out there, that shoeless Joe Jackson will get to come back and play ball again. I know it's totally nuts.
I mean, Shoeless Joe.
He's dead. Daddy, 51, he's dead.
He's the one they suspended, right?
Right?
He's still dead.
As far as I know.
What does this have to do with you?
It's what I have to find out.
Wait a minute, Bob. Are you actually thinking of doing this?
I'm 36 years old. I have a wife, a child, and a mortgage, and I'm scared to death I'm turning into my father.
But I also think if you really feel you should do this, then you should do it.
I have just created something totally illogical.
That's what I like about it.
We are behind on the mortgage. That field ate up all of our savings. We could lose this farm.
You're gonna lose your farm, pal.
Daddy,
In a minute, Karen.
there's a man out there in your lawn.
Mr. Jackson, this is my wife, Annie, and my daughter, Karen.
Ma'am? Hi.
Are you a ghost?
Voice is back.
Oh, Lord. You don't have to build a football field now, do you?
Who the hell are you?
That's my wish, reconcile. That's my wish. Oh my God.
What? What is it?
Larry Burroughs has spent his life wishing he had just hit that ball.
I just started a half a second sooner.
Were you thinking about that silly baseball game again?
But today is Larry's birthday, and Mr. Destiny has a way of making wishes come true.
Hitting that baseball has spun your life off in an entirely new direction. Things have changed, Larry. This is your house. Those are your children. Cindy Jo's your wife.
Happy birthday, darling.
God help me.
Now Larry's got everything a man could ever want.
Who do these cars belong to? Well, they belong to you, sir. Get the hell out of here. As you wish, sir.
Except the one thing that mattered most. The love he left behind.
I mean, she's my wife, for Pete's sake.
She was your wife.
Ask me something I couldn't possibly know.
The day I got my driver's license, I got pulled over for speeding. I want to know the name of the song on the radio.
This one.
Touchstone Pictures presents James Belushi and Academy Award winner Michael Caine.
My wife hates my guts. My best friend's afraid of me, but I'm up in a tree in a tuxedo.
In Mr. Destiny.
You didn't think everything was going to be perfect, did you?
Elliot's really struggling up there, Ralph.
I know I haven't exactly been raking the ball lately.
Word is, he could be traded north.
It's not Canada.
Or west.
No, say it's not Cleveland.
But the smart money says he's headed east.
We got a call from a manager in...
Far east.
There's no way I'm going to play in Japan.
Welcome to Japan, Mr. Baseball.
What do you think of our country?
The airport's nice, and there's lots of little people walking and talking very fast.
Have you slept with Madonna?
What is this? Practice.
We're not athletes.
We're baseball players. I hate this place.
This is your manager. Must shave mustache.
Probably can't even grow one.
He's learning their ways.
What's next? Somebody gonna tell me how to go to the can? Hey, Max, I need somebody to tell me how to go to the can.
They'll warm up after a season or two. Well, I don't plan to be here that long.
They're learning his ways.
Jack's way, always making jokes.
Do the hokey pokey! Turn yourself around!
Baseball's a game. Games are supposed to be fun. No offense, I don't eat bait.
We have business to discuss.
I'm really not much of a bath guy.
I'll be damned.
In any language, it's a whole new ballgame.
Well, you know, I'm just having so much fun already. Nice speech, Coach. Gave me goosebumps.
Give me a little kamikaze. Give me a little bonsai. Wake up in here.
Tom Selleck.
Fantastic.
You got that right.
Mr. Baseball.
Here you go. Collect them, trade them, and no sitting on my face.
You're the very first scout we've ever sent this deep into South Central Mexico.
I'm here to see a baseball game. I'm a scout.
Hey, Bo! Yesterday I saw a game played by 5 men, 2 women, a child, and a goat at third base.
You must be here to see Steve Nebraska.
Who?
That's the greatest ball player that ever lived.
When Al Percola discovered Steve Nebraska, he had to convince himself he wasn't dreaming.
Oh, my God almighty!
Want to be a New York Yankee?
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Hey!
I love New York! Look at all the lights and all the people up, and there's a man wearing a dress in New York!
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Nebraska.
Excuse me, I don't know what those signals mean.
Why are you shaking your head no for?
Supposed to check no, right?
Just throw what you want to throw.
For Al, it was a chance to finally be somebody.
We're gonna be rich.
You know, it's not a good idea to say you're gonna be
Rich! Let's go back down there and tell them that we're not gonna be rich.
No, it's too late now.
But for Steve,
Come on, Steve, stand up and take a bow.
it was a chance just to be himself.
I left my heart.
Steve, it's his. Shh.
Whoever that may be.
Whose idea was it to put Steve Nebraska up on the roof?
Oh, my God.
Before we pay him the money, we're gonna need a letter from a psychiatrist.
What?
Saying that he's all right.
It's like a physical.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I didn't know how to describe this. I told him it was like a physical.
I want to talk to him. People want to know things.
We're not gonna do a press conference like Romeo and Juliet.
Please! Are you nuts? I didn't mean that.
20th Century Fox presents
Is that your son?
Albert Brooks,
Yes, it is. Test tube, baby.
Brendan Fraser,
Al, you're like your dad to me.
But I'm not your dad. I'm just a guy taking 15%.
I thought it was 10.
Diane Wiest,
What does this look like to you?
It's Batman.
Batman?
Sometimes he goes without his cape.
in the story of two friends who need each other.
Al, you can't put the white ones in with the dark ones.
You're an expert on laundry?
Like they need their heads examined.
It's likely that Steve will look to you as a father figure.
I'm trying to fill those shoes. I'll do the best I can.
But you should realize this is a father that Steve might want to put a bullet through.
How does he feel about his uncles?
The Scout.
And what are you doing later on? Maybe we could do some laundry?
You love that laundry, don't you?
Billy Chappell is the greatest athlete in America. But he's about to meet someone who will change his future forever.
I don't need any help.
I can see that. I can see you got your car kicked completely into submission. But I gotta go to work. Would you like to go to a baseball game with me? How do you like to be kissed?
Isn't this your floor?
I think so.
We've been here twice before.
This is crazy. I need a regular guy, not the guy on the Old Spice commercial.
Who's right guard?
I was being metaphorical.
So are you my mom's boyfriend?
I'm not sure.
But you've slept with her.
You care a lot about me, but you can't afford to get involved. Is that what's next?
No.
He's hurt his hand. We need a doctor.
Jay!
I'm right here.
Call my trainer in Detroit. Tell him what happened. He's the most important person for me right now.
Universal Pictures presents
What's the problem, Billy? Talk to me.
You don't want to talk. You just want to give me your version of why I should quit.
a story about the things that make us struggle.
Nobody thinks I'm gonna make it back. I mean, haven't you ever loved anything that much?
The moments that give us hope.
You don't need me. You and the ball, you're perfect. You can win all by yourself.
And the love that makes us whole. Kevin Costner, Kelly Preston.
Would you still love me if my face were all scraped away, I had no arms, no legs, and I was being kept alive on a heart-lung machine? Would you love me?
No. We can still be friends, though.
For love of the game.
You don't like me because I don't sign autographs. You don't like me because I tell you what's on my mind. But you love me because I'm one of the greatest hitters alive.
On the night Stan Ross got his 3,000th hit, he knew he had his ticket to the Hall of Fame.
Who got my damn ball?
I got mine. And ain't nothing in the world you can do about it.
From that moment on, 3,000 wasn't just his record. It was his whole life.
Mr. 3000. Bring the whole family to Mr. 3000 Shopping Center. 3,000 cuts, 3,000 walks, 3,000 balls.
10 years later, this legendary player...
You can't tell me when they have something pretty special.
Good night.
I had your toenails popping off like Redenbach.
...is finally going to be recognized.
Say Hall of Fame! Say it again!
As baseball's biggest error.
Stan Ross, Mr. 3000, has only 2,997 hits.
What type of bullshit is that?
The Hall of Fame vote is in, and Stan Ross is not.
I can't let him do it to me.
Now,
I'm picking up my bat and getting 3 more hits.
He's got to make the game's most unlikely comeback.
How many push-ups can you give me?
About 40, 50.
Okay, well, that's one.
The media thinks he's a joke.
Stan Ross's first week at bat was kind of like his first week out of the womb. Whole lot of just flailing around.
The team thinks he's over the hill.
Oh, that's a girl push-up. That don't count.
Who said girl push-ups don't count?
Yeah, who said girl push-ups don't count?
But the guy who used to play only for himself...
Little old school is exactly what this team needs.
...is showing everyone...
Be with me on this.
Y'all ready for
Push you
this?
out, sucker punk. Right here, right here.
...how to play like a team. Bernie Mac.
What the hell was you thinking? Swimming all up in the dirt.
Angela Bassett.
You sounded like a team player.
Stan, listen, man, I hope you weren't listening to all the trash we were talking about.
Tom, you wouldn't even be where you are if it wasn't for Roseanne.
Mr. 3000.
There are rich teams, and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
That's $1, man.
What?
Welcome to Oakland.
I need more money.
We're not New York. Find players with the money that we do have.
I like Perez.
Got an ugly girlfriend. Ugly girlfriend means no confidence. You guys are talking the same old nonsense like we're looking for Fabio. We got to think differently.
Who's Fabio?
Your goal shouldn't be to buy players. Your goal should be to buy wins. And in order to buy wins, you need to buy runs.
Who are you?
I'm Peter Brand.
First job in baseball?
It's my first job anywhere.
We're gonna shake things up. Why don't you walk me through the board?
I believe there's a championship team that we can afford because everyone else undervalues them, like an island of misfit toys.
We want you at first base.
I've only ever played catcher.
It's not that hard, Scott. Tell him, Wash.
It's incredibly hard.
He can't throw. But what can he do?
You want me to speak?
We're not pointing you yet.
He gets on base.
We are card counters at the blackjack table. We're gonna turn the odds on the casino. I'm heading in. Text me the play-by-play.
Wait, what?
I don't watch the games.
Billy Beane has tried to reinvent a system that's been working for years. It was a nice theory, just not working out.
How long is Billy Beane gonna last?
He's proven himself right out of a job.
In their minds, it's threatening the game. It's threatening the way that they do things.
Hey, Daddy, do you think you'll lose your job?
What? Where did you hear that?
Well, I go on the internet sometimes.
Don't go on the internet. Watch TV or talk to people.
You're discounting what scouts have done for 150 years?
What the hell am I doing?
What is happening in Oakland?
It defies everything we know about baseball.
Just plain crazy!
If we win with this team, we'll change the game. This better work. I'm just kidding.